From Steve Slayton to Pat White to Pat McAfee, they love their Mountaineers in Morgantown. And in a place known for yan dogs and pepperoni rolls, probably some liquid refreshments, the Mountaineer faithful ready to go here in Morgantown. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Maybe a little too bold on that return as he's out of bounds at the 11. So the West Virginia Mountaineers return team will have that offense backed up. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll ride the hot hand. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Going downfield for the big play. And it's caught inside the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+. From the red zone, looking for a man. Finds his man. It's Buck. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Little touch pass to the receiver. And to the end zone.
I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
And he tags on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job on it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Catch in the middle, it's Henderson. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. 3rd down play from the gun. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They unleashed an aerial assault last time. It took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After misfiring, it's second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, Dick.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Got his man quickly. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Alabama quickly back to the line. Shotgun snap on third down. And wings it incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He'll pull it down and run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterback. Greedy, and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. With jet sweep pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. On the option. Bulls his way forward. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, West Virginia. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They're lining up to boot it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half. And it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he intercepts it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he wants it all. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given point.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by 7 over Hawaii. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season. You're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Stokes. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting a huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosion.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Mountaineers!
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there getting set. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And that pass intercepted. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Quickly out to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
It's complete. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. When he's knocked down in the backfield, he'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent.
Touchdown, West Virginia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the upright. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He's got it down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. He lobs one high down the left side.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. 1st down for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. He'll try the left side. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And here on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll be able to snap it once more before the end of the half. The give to the tailback. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, fellas, the end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Morgantown. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountaineer Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the game.
Yeah, the first possession. Your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Brown wants to pass. Got his man to the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass that can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. He could just make one more guy miss. That might have been huge.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up.
Going deep. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open.
Oh, my gosh. How do you drop that throw? My guy is wide open. That had 6 written all over it.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Brown will throw it. Setting up the screen. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Caught over the middle. It's Coffee. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber and the Giants, Frank Gore and the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in this.
Fires into traffic. Picked off.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this way.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for space, it's Stokes. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down, West Virginia.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And they... The heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Pass on the way, it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
He wants to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Makes the catch. It's Coffee. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3. Balls at the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Quarterback keeps it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much for the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
49, Alabama, 7.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's out past the 35. He's loose. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the punishment has been extended.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time for 1 more snap before the end of the quarter. Defense looks like they're coming. Some misdirection with the counter. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Brown wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in cover.
And the ball is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, West Virginia. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes that Alabama offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They'll throw it on 1st down. They're working that left side. Still running at the 40. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Here comes the offense on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On the option. Now the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Bring in the heat. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent team.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. They're going to throw it again. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Brown will throw it. Got it! And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous party game. It's a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Line gets set, first down. They'll run the option. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Now on the option. The pitch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Last two runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Here comes that Alabama offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Brown wants to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Discards a man. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
First down, West Virginia.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that